Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I'm your host, Davion. I'm joined by Oronde.
What's good?
And today, this is us too, man. We're giving our week 2 NFL predictions. How did you feel after week 1 as a Patriots fan
Damn,
for one?
I was very impressed. Mac Jones outplayed Jalen Hurts, and you cannot say that very often.
Uh,
We
I mean,
just
granted, looking at that Patriots team, you got Bill O'Brien, who was very good in his last 2 seasons with Alabama.
Bama.
So he was great there, and now I think you're seeing him now coach Mac Jones.
Mac Jones threw for 300 yards and a couple touchdowns. We were a catch 1 foot away from winning a game
I mean, if
by
they didn't play,
Keyshawn Boot.
if they play any other team than the Eagles, they would have won that game. Truthfully. But yeah, man. Saints won week 1. It's a good day when we win. It doesn't happen much, but let's see if we can continue to do that. And looking forward to Monday night. But we're gonna start in with at the time of recording, it's 10 o'clock on Thursday night. So the Monday night football game's already on. I have the Eagles winning. Aronda, who'd you have winning?
I also have the Eagles winning, even though I thought about having the Vikings win, but the Vikings are also 45-0, or no, 0-45 in the last 30 years on Monday night games on the road.
That's awful.
On the road, 0-45. So I went with the historic numbers of them losing, and I think I'm going to stick to that.
Well, they're currently right now in the third quarter, 6 minutes left in the game. It's 27-14, and the Eagles just got the ball back after a punt. Well, nope, I lied. One of the teams just punted. I could kill. I'm not paying much attention, but yeah. So, Eagles are winning. I think the Eagles got this one in the bag. Honestly, it's their game to lose at this point. But yeah. So Eagles are winning. We have both had the Eagles, but so let's just jump into the one of the first games of the season. So or the week. So we got the Packers versus Atlanta. This is interesting to me because Atlanta they handed the Panthers a big L last week, but the Atlanta didn't look at their best though, and so like offensively they didn't look at their best. Defensively they look like a really good team, but offensively there was no substance there. Defensively the Packers looked really good. So who do you have?
I'm taking Atlanta. I'm not Atlanta. I'm taking Green Bay.
I am
I don't
too.
I don't even I don't even know why Atlanta's favored 1.5. They're not the better team. Yeah, Atlanta's favored
We
one and
know
a
that
half.
sounds appealing to me.
Over that is a trap game if I've ever seen one. And the over under is 40.5 points. I'll take Green Bay all day on that. I don't even have to question it.
Yeah, I'm taking Green Bay on that as well. I think that there's definitely their game to lose. They looked really good last week, like really good, like better than the Bears good. And it's weird to me, but I'm excited to see what happens there. So we both got Green Bay. So we're gonna jump Raiders versus the Bills. Raiders will want to know. Bills smoked it on Monday Night Football last week. Who do you have?
This I'm still conflicted on this game
What?
because I want the Raiders to win. Me personally, I want the Raiders to win. They are 8.5 point dogs, but but the Bills stunk it up. They stunk it up versus the Jets. Matter of fact, they lost to the Jets, which is
They
crazy enough in its own right.
even without Rodgers.
Rogerless Jets. So I want this is going to be my upset game of the week. So far, I'm 1-0 in upset games because Tampa Bay won week 1. So
Yeah, I
I
lost
will
that bet.
I'll take the Raiders upsetting the Bills by 3 points.
You wanna
Less
take
than a
that bet this
touchdown.
week? You want some smoke?
I don't think I want to smoke on this one. I'm not as confident as I was with the Tampa Bay one.
But it's funny with that. So with that money I paid you, I got that 10 from Caden because he thought the Titans would beat the Saints like a
I don't know
clown.
why he thought that.
Yeah,
I
tripping.
used that to fill up gas in my motorcycle, so it was real nice.
You're welcome. I was your
Preach.
ride this
Thank you,
week.
thank you, Caden.
I got the Bills this week though. I think they're gonna bounce back. I definitely think this will be an off season for them, but I think they will win this game. I'm
I
not
kind of
too
I
sold on it.
also expect because I believe Jacoby Myers is still in concussion protocol. Devontae Adams will pop the hell off.
Hmm. But he didn't pop off last week. So
Nobody popped that last
who did they
week.
play last week?
They played the Broncos. Broncos sold that game. So
Yeah, Broncos. Yeah. Hmm. Anyway, I don't know about that. So next game we got the Ravens and the Bengals. I'm excited to see what you got to say about this one too.
uh given that neither team performed well offensively last week, I do believe in Joey Burr. Give me the Bengals 3.5 point favorites.
Yeah, give me the Bengals as well. Like I just think they'll be. I think they'll bounce
This
back.
is not even me like watching either game. I'm just like week one jitters. He didn't
Yeah,
play all preseason. He's got a game under his belt.
I think, and I'd say Baltimore didn't look good against the
They
Texans at all.
they
Their
they were
offense
taking
looked.
forever to do anything. I watched some
Yeah,
of that game. I have more confidence in the Bengals having a bounce back game, even though it's early division rivalry. Back to back weeks to start off your season is a little rough, but get her
yeah,
done.
yeah. I mean, their offense didn't look like in sync. Odell
Mm.
was missing in action. Did he even play last week?
Odo had I think he forced like a I think I saw Odo catch one ball when I watched
Mm.
it live, and then also forced a pass interference penalty into the red zone, and I think they scored off of that. But I do want to say rest in peace. Not rest in peace. Feel bad for J.K. Dobbins. He's out for the season again
That
before
sucks.
week 2. This time it's the torn Achilles. I think
I think it's time for
it's
him to hang him up.
2 seasons in a row. Just can't even get it started.
That's
Feel
awful,
bad,
man. You hate to see it, and especially for running backs, it's so hard to get back into the league.
especially for somebody who had so much offensive production in college
Yeah, yeah.
from the Ohio State University.
Here we go. Meat riding. But yeah, no, I got Cincinnati as well. I think they'll bounce back this week and they'll score some points. Hopefully, they better. Next up, Seattle versus the Detroit Lions.
This also feels like a trap game because it's
Who's
Seahawks
favorite?
are 5 point dogs. Lions are favorite 5 points.
I'm taking Seattle. Not Seattle. Um,
I'm taking
the
Detroit.
Lions. Yeah, I'm taking Detroit too.
Detroit beat Kansas City, and that is the standard, even though they didn't have Travis Kelsey, but people are going to put an asterisk. He literally said there's an asterisk on this game because they didn't have Travis. Like,
Or
that's
Jones.
just insane meat writing.
Yeah, that's
Insane meat
pretty bad.
writing. But give me the Lions. I do like Geno Smith. I like Jackson Smith and Jigba is playing healthy this week. So I do expect some production out of him.
They didn't look good last week
Um,
though. They didn't. They looked awful last week.
Everybody looked awful last week.
Yes, but like, yeah.
They were sluggish off the ball. I will give them that.
Listen. I think Seattle is one. Seattle's one of those teams where it's like they had a great season last year, exceeded expectations.
Another thing, real quick.
Yeah,
CJ Gardner Johnson told the Lions faithful, the pride, to wear blue ski mask, and now
I
they are
saw.
sold out on Amazon. And I think that's incredibly hilarious.
I'm very excited to see all those
Lions
guys.
fans want to get their lick back from not for being kicked out of the playoffs last season. I expect them to win by 2 touchdowns.
Okay, that's wild. I'll take one at least. I'll go one touchdown.
Over under is 47.5, by the way. So they expect some scoring.
I mean, truthfully, Lions defense isn't the best. I mean, they look great against. Well, no, they didn't look great. I mean,
They contained Mahomes for most of the game.
no, Kadarius Tony contained Mahomes. His hands don't work, bro. That's why they lost that
Oh
game, not because
no.
of anything Mahomes did. Granted, Mahomes didn't look great, but Kadarius Tony's let 2-3 balls straight through his hands. That's awful, awful. But I'm not gonna kill him too much. Week 1 jitters. Hopefully he'll bounce back this week. But yeah, no, give me the Lions as well. Colts and the Texans. This one stressed me out thinking about it, picking it.
The line is 1.5.
I don't remember what I picked.
Favor of the Texans. I don't know why the Texans are favored. Probably
Really?
because it's a home game. Give me the Colts. I love Stroud. Stroud is still finding his footing, even though he had to open up against the Ravens defense, which is not very nice. But he is building a rapport with Dalton Schultz. And if he can rely on his tight end like he did in Ohio State, he will do fine. But I do expect Anthony Richardson to outperform him with his better receiving core. Give me the Colts. Colts win outright.
I'm right there with you. Give me the Colts as well. Listen. Even though they lost week 1, that was just minor rookie error that was made while they lost. So give me the Colts. They look like a very much so better team. I know Houston contained them, the Ravens in the first half last week, but I think that was first half just for them. So I think it'll be a competitive game. I don't think it'll be a wild like 2 or 3 scores separating game, but I definitely think it'll be a good one to watch.
And it's also one of the lowest scoring over unders on the weekend.
How much is it?
39 39 overall.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it'll be slow offenses realistically though. I don't think this goes into a high scoring shootout at all. But yeah, moving on. Chiefs versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be a very interesting one.
This is game of the week easily.
Let me look.
Release the best game in the early window. I'm excited to see if the Jaguars will upset the Chiefs again for a second year in a row. I would love to see it.
Who'd you choose?
Who did I choose for this? I chose Jacksonville.
I chose Kansas City.
This is to be expected. The over under for this is 51 points. I Chiefs are only favored 3.5 points. That's not a lot. That is not a lot
At all.
Give me Trevor Lawrence and Calvin Ridley, because that secondary was not holding a candle to anybody else.
Listen, that I would say that connection with Ridley, with Etienne, with Lawrence looked unstoppable last week.
And Evan Ingram is actually catching the ball again, which
I mean,
I'm so proud of him for that.
Dare I say their offense looks very complete and looks like one that will allow them to compete this season. And I definitely think they will compete, plain and simple. But I think Kansas City will have a bounce back week, and I hope they do. They deserve to have a bounce back week.
What if Ramsey went back to the Jags? Could you imagine?
Where is he now? Don't tell me. Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But imagine if Ramsey was back with the Jags.
I think he signed a 1 or 2 year deal with Miami. I mean, it can happen.
I would love to see a reunion. I would buy his jersey in a heartbeat.
But we know how I feel about Jalen Ramsey. So
yeah. Moving on. Who's
I don't
next?
really want to get any hate tonight. I don't want to get myself in any trouble. So I'm going to shut up on that topic. But moving on, the Bears play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think this will be a whitewash. I think the Bears will bounce back drastically. You want some smoke? Huh?
Bucks are favorite 2.5.
Are they really?
They're favorite 2.5. Vegas says Buccaneers are better than the Bears for this game. DJ Moore stunk.
That whole team stunk. All of them stunk.
Okay, well the whole team stunk, but they were playing the team that actually owns Chicago, but that's besides the point. Yeah. I will stick by the Bucks.
You want some smoke on that one?
I'll take smoke on it. We'll
go $10.
We'll go 10.
Write it down. I think the Bears deserve this win, and I think Tampa Bay got lucky. Realistically, I think they got really lucky.
I would like the listeners to know, aside from one who hasn't turned in their picks, there are only 2 people who have chosen Chicago to win this game this week. That would be you,
me,
and that would be Emmett.
King Emmett.
Everybody else has chosen Tampa
Everybody's
Bay.
smoking on that Baker pack.
I will continue to be. I'm about to smoke in the Bears pack for a second week in a row. So
we'll see.
We'll see how that goes.
Next game we got this is gonna be an interesting one. Chargers versus the Titans. Both teams coming into this 0-1. Who did the Chargers play last week?
The Chargers played Miami in a shootout.
Oh yeah, I think
that was a fun game.
This is a very easy one.
I don't even know. I didn't even know how the Titans do, but I don't even have to know.
They played NOLA. They played us.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The Chargers are favored 3 points. I don't think that's enough. Yeah, that's it.
After they just put up 36 or 34 on Miami? Really?
They're only favored 3 according to DraftKings.
What is
sponsor us, by the way?
Yeah, DraftKings. We want your money, please.
Yeah, just 3 points, dog.
I think that's very low in my opinion. Very low.
I think very low is underselling it. Like that's just
Hmm.
disappointingly low.
Do they not have faith in the Chargers, or do they think Tennessee's defense is gonna step up?
It's got to be the latter because there's just no way.
I guess so. I guess so. Yeah. Give me the Chargers though. I think we're taking the Chargers. I think it's pretty much unanimous around the chat, right? Is that your Chargers are gonna win?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chargers lead with only two people picking the Tennessee.
Who
One
picked
school.
Tennessee?
Caden and Emmett.
I'm gonna text Cade and see if I can get a bet.
Emmett's got some crazy picks on this.
Oh, Emmett's wild, bro. I'm gonna see. Caden wanna take another bet.
Also, I would like to point out Tannehill went 16 of 34, a little under 200 yards and three interceptions against New Orleans defense.
How many points did we have in fantasy last week as a team?
Probably enough to scare away anybody.
Hopefully. If we can lead from that front, I'm all for it. I'm locked in all season long. All right, next up we got Giants versus the Cardinals. What say you, Oronde? What say you?
I don't even know why this is a question. Give me Danny Dimes bounce back game. I'm sorry, Saquon and a bag of chips, according to Stephen A. Smith.
Yo, that yeah.
Arizona is not even a real team. Just give me the Giants. Arizona is a figment of the NFL's imagination.
Yeah, give me give me them too. I think
nobody, not even Emmett, has chosen Arizona to win this game.
Good. What we saw last week from the Giants. I mean, what do we blame that on? The moment?
I think the moment was what did Stephen Smith say a few years ago? I think the moment was too big for him. They simply could not see past the bright lights.
100%. And that
Also, I
showed.
think Dallas played with a vengeance because everybody calls them mediocre. They are the standard of mid, but that's besides the point.
We're not talking about those bums yet. We know how much I love the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, no. Giants are gonna smoke them. I hope. I think Arizona are gonna take a step back and realize, hey, we're tanking this season. Let's like not show that we're good again. We gotta chill. And so yeah, give me the Giants. Hopefully for some big fantasy points this week. Next up, San Francisco 49ers, who is my team to pick for the Super Bowl this season, versus the LA Rams, who also came out of their shell and won some football.
And I flabbergasted by that one.
Yeah. So what
Niners are a touchdown favorites, which is not the biggest spread of the week, by the way. But 7.5 points, Niners are favorited. I'll take that easily. Give me the Niners.
Yeah, give me the Niners as well. They are yeah,
though I do want to say Aaron Donald bullied the hell out of Geno Smith last week, which I thought was pretty funny. But the Niners line is a lot stronger than Seahawks.
I mean, do you think they can contend?
I mean, I'm not going to say that
Rams?
it's going to be a blowout. I'm not saying that it's going to be a blowout loss,
I'm talking
but
about season wise.
season wise,
Yeah.
they can sneak their way to a wild card if they play their cards right. They have a pretty weak division.
I don't know. Oh, I think like, do you think they're in a space where they should be tanking or contending?
They have the means to contend on a budget.
100%. Yeah.
Kind of like what the Patriots do year after year. Just try to win on a budget.
I don't understand. How are they always in debt? Like, like what are y'all are spending y'all money on a bag of chips?
We are frugal. To
Frugal.
say the frugal.
Yeah, frugal. Whatever. Bunch of.
Speaking of which, you made me think about it, so now I have to look.
Go ahead. I will say this though. I'm taking the 49ers. I think they'll win this game pretty, not handsomely, but they will
in
win.
money next year. The Rams are not broke. They have 52 as of right now for next season. 52 milli.
Really?
And as of right now, like if we ran their pockets, we're only walking away with just under $6 million.
What?
Just under $6 million. If we ran their pockets right now, just 6 milli.
Huh. Hmm. Rams are an interesting team to me after winning last week. I think Sean McVay is a very good head coach, and I think he's gonna use what he has now to try to get to contend. And I think they'll end up being the Saints, where they are consistently getting those picks from 18 to 25, which suck because it's like
Mm-hmm.
they're not that
Mm-hmm.
good to like be really like
Mm-hmm.
to be out of that little gap, but they're also not that good to like get a top 10 pick.
Unless you're like who am I thinking of? I mean, New England and Green Bay are great at late round picks,
Yeah.
which
Well,
is
New
it
England
gets
does
it gets
yeah.
annoying though because we pick up so many and then we trade them away for shitty players.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that kid y'all drafted last year that no one thought would be relevant. The offensive tackle or the offensive lineman.
Oh, Cole
Um,
Strange,
yeah,
so good.
he's like he's like a top 10
My
like
favorite,
guard.
my favorite sleeper pick was Kyle Duggar because I watched him beat my college team. I'm gonna say that every single time because he
Always,
tore our team up.
they always suck. I mean, so next game, Jets, Rogerless. Prayers for him, by the
Rogerless
way. He had surgery
Jets.
today. Versus the Dallas Cowboys. What say you?
The line dropped like I kid you not, like 7 points. It used to be 2.5 in the favor of the Cowboys. Now it's 9.5 post Rogerless announcement. Cowboys favored 10 points basically. And given that they beat the Bills, which is a good team, or should be a good team, I should say, I want to say that the Jets can have an upset, but I'm gonna keep my feet grounded. I already have an upset game of the week. Give me the Cowboys.
My thing is if the Jets can keep the ball,
If they can keep time of possession,
not even that. I think they don't. If they give the ball to Dak, he will screw it up. Plain and simple. If they can keep the ball from being intercepted or fumbled, they'll be fine and they can compete because
see, but the problem
their defense is
that's
top in the league.
this is the lowest game of the week, by the way, for over under at
Uh,
38.5. They're expecting defense to show out on both sides of the ball.
which I agree. And I mean, these are two top defenses in the league. My thing is the team that gets the turnovers will win this football game.
I think if the Jets can run the ball, I think they'll be fun.
I have Dallas winning, but upset alert. I think they could win this game. Truly. Some of that could be my black heart for the Dallas Cowboys, but some of that's actual logic. So I'm interested to watch that one. I'll be back home by then, so I could watch this game. But give me Dallas. Give me Dallas.
I think that's fair.
Commanders versus the Broncos.
I don't know
This
why
is a
so
fun
many
one too.
people were picking Denver, but give me Commanders.
This is a hard pick for me.
Denver's favorite 3.5. I don't know why, but give me Washington. I
Who
don't
did
I don't
Washington
even
play last week? Arizona.
Arizona.
Give me. I think I took the Broncos. But yeah, give me the Broncos.
You did pick the Broncos.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna stick with Washington. I think it's
I think
even.
it could go either way, and I'll be fine if it goes either way. But give me Denver. I'm taking
Yeah.
Denver for sure. Um, Next up, we have the Miami Dolphins versus the New England Patriots.
So this has me in a pickle because
Okay,
if Devontae Parker doesn't play,
where are they?
uh, uh, I think he has some sort of knee
No,
injury.
New England. Is where's the game? Sorry.
It is in New England, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I think it's a home game. Hold on. I should know this, but I do not remember for the life of me. Uh, yeah, home game, Sunday Night Football. If Devontae doesn't play, that takes away our deep threat capabilities because apparently the coaching staff does not trust Juju Smith-Schuster. They have him ranked outside the top 5
Did he
on the
play? I thought he
team.
was out last week.
He played, just not a lot.
Oh, I thought he had like you had like a knee or like a hamstring injury.
He didn't show up.
Yeah. Juju's.
So, but same thing that Ollie and I are thinking. If Devontae plays, give me the Patriots because
Mhm.
we're only 3-point dogs, which surprises me. But
They contended with the Eagles last week.
if Devontae doesn't play, then I'm more likely to lean Miami.
Mhm.
But we won't know for sure till Friday.
Give me Miami.
I think that's fair. I think it's a good contest.
I definitely do think it's a good game, though. I'm not taking anything away from the Patriots. I think they had a really good week one. I think they'll have a really good week. Listen, I think if they start 0-2, but compete for both of those games, I'm not mad. I mean, these are two teams that could win the Super Bowl this season. And I said if they compete with Miami, they'll be fine.
If
Do you know
Mac,
who they
if
have week 3?
Mac, brain is hurting right now. Week 3. Why is nothing loading? Okay. We are changing browsers because one decided not to work.
Of course.
Are you saying who has Miami week 3
No, who do
or
y'all play week 3?
we play the Jets week 3?
Real? Oh my gosh,
Yeah, we have one of the hardest schedules in the
that's
NFL.
awful.
I think we have the third hardest schedule in the
Well,
NFL this
that's a
season.
little bit easier now that Rogers is down.
A little well, yeah. We made Zach Wilson see ghosts the last time we played him.
Yeah, and Belichick's really good at what he does, and he's really good at taking Tyreek out of the equation as well. Um, so listen, I definitely think Miami will win this. I think it'll be competitive, and I think Belichick will make them work hard for this game. It's just a matter of what that looks like. But yeah, moving on. My game of the week. The New Orleans Saints play the Carolina Panthers Monday Night Football. There's two Monday Night Football games. You got the Saints and the
I
Panthers.
actually completely forgot about the Browns
Yeah,
Pittsburgh game until I was doing everybody's schedules, and I was like, wait a minute, there's another game.
yep.
Where? I just thought it was for next week.
So who do you have for the Saints in the Panthers game?
Um, I want to say the Panthers, but I don't think they'll actually win it. I think I picked the Saints.
Good,
Yeah, I picked the Saints.
good man, good man. Yeah, I got the Saints. I think we came out last season,
I'm
or
just disappointed that Carolina lost to Atlanta.
I think they right now are at a stage where the starting Darnold would not have been awful, or not Dalton. Starting Dalton wouldn't have been awful, and I feel like they're at a place where they're trying to figure out what it is that they need to do to make this offense run. And I think the lights will be a little bit too bright for Bryce this upcoming week. But I think they are on the right path. I think they are still trying to figure it out. And it's a big jump from college to the NFL, especially playing for Alabama. I mean, some weeks you play bag of chips. Um, but now in the NFL every single week, especially a lot of teams are good and competitive now. Like no game is an easy game, and I think that is why.
Aside from if you play Arizona,
Yeah, exactly. Um, exactly. But yeah, so and I think every game's competitive, and now you have to really literally live in that. And so yeah, give me New Orleans. I think our offense will feel more fluid and look more fluid this week, and our defense will put on and play
if
and
y'all
play well.
can beat man coverage, Panthers man coverage is really good, but their zone coverage was getting picked apart for no reason. It did not make any sense to me. But yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. Give me the Saints as well.
Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Last game of the week, you have the Cleveland Browns versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, listen up. Pittsburgh, we got it. They stunk it up last week. They were awful. They were bad. We got it. Matt Canada doesn't know how he has a job. They scored 0 points. Zero.
I would do a better job than Matt Canada.
They scored 0 points.
Couldn't even kick a field goal.
Awful. Who do you have?
I've got the Browns. I don't even know why the spread is 2.5 points in favor of the Browns.
They are. They're scared with their money these days. I'm telling you.
Give give me the Browns handedly, the coverage spread and everything. It's not even going to be a contest.
I'm taking the Cleveland Browns as well. I think they'll. I think it'll be a contest because it's a division game, and I think Tomlin's pretty pissed off that they got smoked last week, and so I definitely think it'll look a little bit different. But that offense from Pittsburgh is just it's awful. Don't know what that is. Don't I've never seen something so bad in my life. And so yeah, I definitely think Pittsburgh will lose, but Cleveland will win it, obviously. Um, so as we move into towards the end of the video, any final thoughts from you? Any
Um,
surprise picks or anything crazy that you
I
want
want to
to say?
clarify the Patriots have the number one hardest schedule in the NFL, um, according to multiple sources. And also, no, my upset, I think my upset game of the week is still going to be Jacksonville beating Kansas City.
I don't know if that's an upset, man.
No,
Jacksonville's
wait,
a good football
what am
team.
I thinking of? Who did I say was my upset pick? I already forgot who I said.
Well, I'll
I'm
tell you
tired.
mine. Mine is the Jets and
Oh,
Dallas.
sorry. It was Vegas. Sorry. It was Vegas.
Oh, oh yeah, that is the other one. I'll take a bet on that if you get feeling really froggy this
No,
weekend.
no, no. We only do one bet per week. We already said that.
Oh, we did bet. What did we bet?
We bet Tampa Bay, Chicago.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway, well, my upset of the week will be the Jets and the Cowboys. You heard it here first. See you guys here on Tuesday to talk about it. But yeah, so that's all from me. You got anything else?
I mean, uh the fact that the Browns beat Cincinnati.
Yeah, yeah. I want to cry. Their offense looked awful.
I mean,
Awful.
Deshaun only missed 7 throws, had 150 yards, a tutty, a pick. Chubb had 106
Wait,
yards.
he only had 150 yards?
Yeah, throwing in the rain.
Oh yeah, it did
The
rain. It
weather
did
was
rain.
horrible
Yeah, all up the East Coast just last week. I think it'll look a little bit better this week though, thankfully.
because oh yeah, he had a Deshaun ran one in and then a threw one and then a run for a
Mm.
2 point conversion.
Oh, Davion.
What's
Oh,
the Philly game at now? Phil is still 14-27.
yeah, that one's pretty.
Minnesota has the ball in the close to red zone. Interesting.
Yeah, that one's pretty much so squared away too. You love to see it. Well,
We love to see it.
thank you guys for listening. I have been your host, Davion. It's been Oronde, and this has been the post game. Peace.
Peace.